depending on me, that's on.
First open back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans.
Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. Of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Herbert to throw right away. This went into the hands of Pitts. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back, but how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here we go with Kamara, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Herbert on first down now. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Looking to throw again on second down.
Herbert. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again especially since they lost the last time out.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
11 more on that one and another first down.
I have to admit I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On 1st and 10, Goff. That's Olave bringing in another one. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Goff now looks to throw.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Saints have cut it back within a score.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. That's down the field and caught by Pitts. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
To the air again, Herbert. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Play action. It's Herbert. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Through one quarter, 14-7, our score. play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Koo knocks this one through the post,
and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The Saints take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Got an open man. It's Olave.
Touchdown, New Orleans!
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it leads down to a field goal at 17-14.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
The Falcons take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Herbert operating from the red zone. This one swung out here to Jones.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Herbert throwing again.
And that'll be incomplete.
I see the surprise in the face there, Company. That is a great completion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
His percentage completion was way up. Not that time. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Touchdown! Aaron Jones,
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Koo now for the point after.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Falcons 24, Saints 14. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown. But, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Koo for the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Falcons 31, Saints 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Chase Lucas. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, the running crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now it's Herbert. That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 2 touchdowns for him already in this 1st half. This one good for a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. On 2nd and goal, Herbert. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Odell Beckham from 6 yards away. And the Falcons are able to add on to their 1st half lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this 1st half.
38, Saints 14. Younghoe Koo to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember, and yet again, Goff is intercepted.
Picked up by Mike Hughes.
A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around 30. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Here's a give to Jones running left. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Atlanta.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Touchdown, Falcons. Darren Waller, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now a first down throw. Goff. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And this is caught. And he's in for the touchdown. Final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, certainly they haven't had the ideal first half, but there's something, some momentum for them to take into halftime.
Yeah, and it might not be that wild momentum, you know, that you see sometimes when they score late and teams go sprinting off and the whole deal. No, it might not be that, but it does give them a better feeling about themselves and what they can accomplish in the second half.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
That's caught. It's Cunningham.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Here's Goff. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Goff's throw caught by Olave.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
He gets it to Cooks.
And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Saints first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
And Cooks has it over the middle.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Falcons are going to get the football back at their own 17.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
They start near midfield following the interception.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. Past the 20. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Goff on first down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
And credit that sack to D'Angelo Malone.
And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down. Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing on third. Goff. Powering forward. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32.
A gain of 5. It's
On fourth down, Goff.
Slant pass complete to Olave. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Again, Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Chase Lucas. And the Falcons are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Herbert. The left side completion to Jones. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
Brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Second down and goal. Herbert. The quick slant caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Jamar Chase
From a yard out.
And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Saints 21. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Goff.
And that one going to come up short, low throw. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Back to throw. Goff. Oh, he bowls over him. Gets through, and now an opening.
He's going to pick up the first down and then some.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
The convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
Herbert on 3rd down now. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
On first down, it's Herbert. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Falcons are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been... And my goodness, another interception. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And the Falcons first down.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the 16-yard
From the 16, Herbert setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to sack back at the 16-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Here's Herbert. He's got it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better.
And now here is another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
And he will find his man Chase complete.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Falcons 80, Saints 28. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance.